The big questions, Rahul, conviction, is this the last straw for the opposition? Will the opposition now join hands against the BJP? Is the BJP using this to play the caste card, suggesting Rahul Gandhi was targeting all Modis? Is Rahul a free speech martyr or is he a criminal? Some of the questions we'll raise. Sanju Verma, BJP spokesperson, Manikam Tagore, Congress MP, Reena Gupta, AAP spokesperson, Sushmita Dev, TMC MP, all bases covered. First you, Manikam Tagore, you heard what Mukul Rohtgi said. He is surprised that the Congress has not gone and challenged this order yet. You've also heard what the BJP's Anurag Thakur might have said, saying there seems to be a conspiracy within the Congress to undermine Rahul Gandhi. I mean, if you believe this is such a bad judgment, why haven't you gone in appeal yet?
Thank you, Rajdeep. Congress party is having a good legal team, and Abhishek Singhvi ji, Chidambaram ji, and Vivek Tanka ji are all discussing among themselves, and Abhishek Singhvi ji is leading that part, and they will take the legal course in the legal way, and there is no need for us to be worried about it. We know that
Mukul Rohtgi says events are overtaking you. Rahul Gandhi already disqualified today. What stopped you from going 10 a.m. this morning to the appellate court for an appeal? What stopped you? Why did you delay?
You should ask these questions, legal questions, to the concerned legal persons like Abhishek Singhvi ji, who handles that case. Therefore, we are, as Member of Parliament, I am here to speak about my political point of the party. And we are
so what is the political part? Mr. Manikam Tagore, what is the political part? Even politically, we don't know what is the Congress planning. Yesterday, the Congress office was desolate at 2 in the afternoon. If you feel so strongly, you should have been out there.
Rajdeep, today all the MPs were arrested. And we had been kept till 8 o'clock and we had just been released. For your show only I came back. Therefore, let us come. We had a meeting in the AICC steering committee meeting was there. Therefore, let us understand that we are agitating peacefully in a non-violent way, and our Congress party workers are being asked not to be violent, not to do any kind of things which will harm the public. Therefore, you are not able to, the media is not ready to see the non-violent protest.
I don't see the spontaneous support. Mr. Manikam Tagore, with due regard, 15 years ago when Sonia Gandhi lost out on Office of Profit case, I saw ordinary Congress workers spontaneously coming out in support. Where are those workers today? And your leaders all seem to be tweeting more and less on the street.
They are there. This is the problem with the media. Media is not ready to see the point what we are making it. And when 50 MPs are arrested and you are not ready to mention that thing, that why they have been arrested, that is also under your nose in the Delhi, in front of Parliament.
Yes.
Therefore, everywhere protest is happening. Bombay it has happened, Bangalore it has happened, Hyderabad it has happened, in your state Goa it has happened. Therefore, let us be very clear that protest is happening, and we are going to be, Congress party is very clear that it should not be a public disturbance. We are very clear that this is a political attack on the democratic process as well as the Parliament. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who has been consistent in his efforts to speak against the policies of Mr. Modi from 2014, has been punished by the government's help, and they had been very clear that it is a vendetta politics, and the parliamentary structure I wanted to take only 1 minute. I wanted to say some dates. That is, February 7th was a day when Mr. Rahul Gandhi spoke on Parliament and asked certain questions to the Honorable Prime Minister on Mr. Adani's relationship. And Adani's, that whole speech was expunged. The next day, 8th of February, the speeches were expunged. After that, the case, which was dead and it was having a stay, was vacated and it was fast forward. And now we come here.
You're making, Mr. Tagore. Okay, you made your point. You're making a very serious allegation that the BJP needs to respond to.
30 seconds.
Okay, no, sir, you made your point. You made
30
your point.
30
You
seconds,
made your
30
point.
seconds.
I gave you a lot of time. Just a minute,
Man-
sir. Sanju Verma respond. Manikam Tagore is suggesting the case was fast forwarded after, and I'll put the timeline of the case. The case was fast forwarded after Rahul Gandhi made a statement in Parliament accusing the Prime Minister of being in a nexus with Gautam Adani.
You know, Rajdeep, let us be very clear. Point number one, Rahul Gandhi is a repeat and habitual offender. Point number two, Rahul Gandhi is a loose cannon. I would dare say to the extent of actually alleging that he's a Trojan horse. Because when he speaks, it is all about I, me, myself, my dynasty, putting his party in jeopardy. Point number three, and I will say this, that in 2019, the Patna High Court granted Rahul Gandhi bail in this very case for which he's been convicted by the Surat District Court, and the Patna High Court said that do you have any remorse or regret for saying that all Modis are thieves? And Rahul Gandhi refused to express any remorse or regret, much less offer an unconditional apology. And now, his loose comments have come back to bite him because the Surat District Court decided that what the Patna High Court said does not hold water, and Rahul Gandhi has not just defamed Prime Minister Modi, but he has actually sought to defame and malign an entire community, and we all know that Modis are largely
Ma'am, that is your spin to it. Ma'am, I have now gone through it. He didn't say Sare Modi chor hai. Ma'am, that is the BJP spin. But you tell me the chart. No, madam, answer the question Manikam Tagore is raising. Manikam Tagore is saying there is a link between Rahul Gandhi speaking on Adani Modi nexus, alleged nexus in Parliament, and the revival of the case.
Rajdeep Sardesai, I heard what Manikam Tagore said, and neither is Rahul Gandhi Raja Harishchandra nor is Manikam Tagore. So please do not repeat what Manikam Tagore said. He is here to defend his leader no matter how incompetent he is. And when I say incompetent, I refer to none other than Rahul Gandhi. Let's not beat around the bush. I will just say this to you. Why is it that when the Patna High Court granted bail to Rahul Gandhi and said jo hua so hua in July 2019, the entire Congress top brass was very happy and applauding the Patna High Court's judgment. But when the Surat District Court said that Rahul Gandhi is convicted and sentenced to 2 years in prison, thereby implying that wide Article 102(1) of the Constitution, he stands disqualified from the date of conviction, the entire Congress top brass is rattled. Matlab Patna High Court ki judgment aapki favor mein hai, so you start clapping. Surat District Court judgment is against you, so you start crying and wailing and whining on national television. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And I want to ask, just give me 20 seconds, you gave a long monologue to the Congress. I want to ask the Congress spokesperson this. The Congress spokespersons have been on debates with me in the last, 24 hours on different channels, and they say that, we have tremendous respect for Abhishek Manu Singhvi, and the likes of Kapil Sibal. During the Rafale case, the Supreme Court chided Rahul Gandhi in the harshest terms and asked him to offer an apology. But the initial affidavit filed by the counsel of Rahul Gandhi, that is Abhishek Manu Singhvi, just offered regret. The Supreme Court had to ask Abhishek Manu Singhvi, please ask your client Rahul Gandhi to offer an apology. A fresh affidavit had to be filed. What I'm hinting is, look at the audaciously arrogant attitude of this dynast who has outlived his utility under his leadership or the lack of it. He has lost 5-0. 50 of the 54
you've now made your point. Producer, your 20 seconds is up. Your 20 seconds is up. You're claiming Rahul Gandhi is someone who is arrogant. He has been exposed. His statements are reckless. You've used all the adjectives. Manikam Tagore, hold on for a moment. You need to respond. But let me get the other two, the political parties that are coming out in support. Sushmita Dev, very interesting. Till yesterday, Mamata Banerjee had stayed out of this entire issue. Today, she has come out in Rahul Gandhi's support. Are we seeing the Trinamool Congress realizing that today it's Rahul Gandhi, tomorrow it could be someone else? Or is this a very calibrated support for Rahul Gandhi?
Rajdeep, we are crystal clear and we have consistently maintained that all central agencies are being abused and misused to silence the opposition. You have seen the last 8 or 9 days in Parliament. There is absolutely no debate, and it is absolutely blasphemous that the ministers of a sitting government are not letting the Parliament function. How many times has the opposition been suspended? But there is absolutely no action, no steps been taken to let the Parliament function, and the one single reason for it is the Adani scam, which exceeds 1 lakh crores. Now coming to Mamata Banerjee's tweet, in which she has categorically said what she has been saying since 2021, that central agencies are being misused to target opposition, and it is a matter of record. This is not what I am saying or TMC is saying. More than 95% of the people who are being prosecuted by central agencies come from opposition parties.
No, but till the other day, Sushmita Dev, is Mamata Banerjee therefore offering support to Rahul Gandhi on a day that he's been disqualified, or is this going to be the start of a new relationship? That's what I'm asking.
Rajdeep, let me tell you something. There has been absolutely no change in the stance of Mamata Banerjee, Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, when she has said that Modi government and the BJP has misused and continues to misuse agencies against the opposition. There's been no change in our stand. So I don't know why you're raising a new question. It's not about Rahul Gandhi. It is about Rahul Gandhi and every other opposition leader who's being targeted. And you have numerous examples of Hemanta Biswa Sharma, Narayan Rane, Yeddurappa, Shiv Sena, all of them who have joined the BJP and walked away scot-free. What is new about what Mamata Banerjee said?
Okay, but it seems to me that it seems to me though that suddenly the opposition is realizing that self-preservation means we have to come together. Am I correct to say that, Reena Gupta? Because Aam Aadmi Party also now, after Manish Sisodia was arrested, has now reached out and says that they too are, you all have formed a legal coalition. 14 parties have gone today to the Supreme Court saying PMLA is being misused. Congress, AAP coming together. Is this a limited alliance of convenience?
Rajdeep, we as Indians have the collective misfortune of being ruled by the most corrupt and most uneducated Prime Minister in the history of our country. This is a Prime Minister that is scared. The only way he knows how to function is to put everybody behind bars. You saw 2 days ago that poor people who had put out posters in Delhi, 140 FIRs were filed against those poor people in Delhi. This is what the Britishers used to do. So this fight is bigger than Rahul Gandhi. This fight is to save the democracy of this country. This fight is to save the idea of India.
No, but you've suddenly woken up to all of this, Reena Gupta. I didn't hear these harsh words against Prime Minister Modi from Aam Aadmi Party. Suddenly, post Manish Sisodia, you're finding everything wrong with Prime Minister Modi. And I think it's avoidable to use this kind of language, isn't it?
We have been saying all of these things for a really long time. And you saw that the bigger issue is actually the Adani scam. And all of this is around Rahul Gandhi and what he said in Oxford, these are all diversion tactics. The real issue is that the Prime Minister does not want to answer any questions on Adani. He does not want to set a JPC. He is not allowing the parliament to function. You saw how opposition leaders were not allowed to speak in the parliament. These are all signs of fascism, and this is a fight where we have to move beyond party lines. 140 crore Indians have to come together, and we have to make sure...
It's interesting you're saying that you have to move beyond party lines. Manikam Tagore, are we seeing therefore the makings of a new kind of alliance? Are you seeing all these parties? Do you believe Aam Aadmi Party, TMC are all your supporters? Or is this a limited objective that all of you have some case or the other, are facing the wrath of the law, so you all are coming together? There is no ideological alignment at all. It's anti-Modiism.
It's a clear thing that RSS and Modi are destroying the democratic process in India, and the democratic process are being attacked by Mr. Modi-led army, and they are stooping to lowest level, starting from the Prime Minister, their ministers, and to the spokesperson. the words they use in public forums are unbelievable. Therefore, these kind of undemocratic processes, undemocratic ways, the BJP, RSS.
No, you've also used harsh words against Prime Minister. 1 minute. You know, koi doodh se dhula hua nahi hai. You have used harsh words against PM.
Let me complete it, Rajdeep.
May I come in, Rajdeep?
1 minute, ma'am.
No, let me complete it. Let me complete it. I'll come to it. You are not allowing me to speak in that time. This vendetta politics of Modi is making every political party to, if whomever believe in democratic process, to come to a common ground. They are only pushing. For 8 days, they are not allowed 18 parties to speak 1 minute in Lok Sabha. 1 minute we were asking for in Lok Sabha. They had passed the demands of grant for 43 lakh crores without even a single word from opposition party. Do you heard about it?
So that's because you didn't want Parliament to function.
Not even single amendment was accepted.
No, 1 second.
We wanted Mr. Rahul Gandhi. 8 days Rahul Gandhi came.
Sanju Verma, please wait.
Rahul Gandhi came to ask for Parliament.
Can I please rebut Rajdeep Sardesai?
I will let you rebut. Manikam
You have to
Tagore.
understand it. Please, let me finish it.
Yeah, please finish.
No, he can't continue.
Let me finish it.
Yeah, please finish.
February 7th, Rahul Gandhi's speech. After that, they are not allowed Rahul Gandhi to speak again in Parliament. They had blocked all the ways. 5 ministers accused him in Lok Sabha. I had given a privilege against Rajnath Singh. Defamatory where Mr. Rajnath Singh spoke in the Parliament. Therefore, they are not given. Speaker, 2 letters Mr. Rahul Gandhi asked, requesting him to clarify what these ministers are asking. They are not been allowed. In Parliament, democracy is dead. And now, outside Parliament also,
you've made your point. Yes, Sushmita Dev, you wanted to make your point also very quickly. Yeah, you made your point. You made your point. Sushmita Dev, you want to make a point. Yes.
Yeah, Rajdeep, I just want to say I'm taken aback that you are saying we are not letting the Parliament function. It is the treasury benches and the ministers of this government who are standing and disrupting the government. Our entire country's budget has been passed within minutes, without debate. It is not us who's disrupting. It is the treasury benches and the government ministers who are disrupting. And the second thing I want to say is that there are various checks and balances in a democracy, and every single check is being destroyed by this government. Do you know that is only 1 out of 10 bills that is sent to scrutiny? Today mics are shut down, entire Lok Sabha is muted, and today you are asking us about parliamentary procedure?
Okay,
I want to say one thing. I don't know why Manik is not being able to say it. 1 second, Rajdeep, this is a very important point. The Surat court judgment is 178 pages in Gujarati. It takes time to translate that and go up in appeal. To consistently question on the time of appeal is very silly. And also I would like to say, when it comes to the opposition, doesn't matter which party is in the opposition, whether it comes to China, whether it comes to price rise, whether it comes to Adani, all raise their voice united.
Okay, you made your point, Sushmita Dev. Now I think Sanju Verma must get. Sanju Verma, you've been chafing at the bit. The big point is Rahul Gandhi said in the United Kingdom, democracy is in danger. Now you've had a situation, he's come back to India, he's not been allowed to respond in Parliament. The opposition says the government will not allow a discussion on Adani. Rahul Gandhi's case in Surat, they claim, has been fast forwarded. He's been given 2 years criminal conviction in a case where normally you give 6 months at best. 2 years so that he gets disqualified. Koi na koi sazish hai. Democracy is in danger is what the opposition claims. Sanju Verma.
Now I will respond, and I don't wish to be heckled. First and foremost, I unconditionally reject the outlandish statement by the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson commenting on the educational qualifications of the Prime Minister, and I will not hold back my punches. So Reena Gupta, Arvind Kejriwal is a psychopath, a sociopath and a coward, and you people are limited to 1.5 states because of spokespeople like you who talk gibberish. Spokespeople like you who talk gibberish. Rajdeep, you did not allow me to heckle.
Yeah. Reena Gupta, please don't intervene. Reena Gupta, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Sanju Verma. Go ahead, Sanju Verma. You don't worry, I am there. मैं तुम्हारे साथ हूँ. I will listen to you. Go ahead.
I don't wish to be heckled by this abusive Reena Gupta.
No. You don't attack her personally also. No personal attack.
I will attack her.
No.
Did you stop her from abusing the
She
And
has
you
her
are
point
sitting
of view,
here
you
giving
have your
a
point of view. She did not, if she had abused the Prime Minister, I would have stopped her. She has her viewpoint, you respond.
Now let me respond. And I repeat, Arvind Kejriwal is a psychopath, a sociopath and a coward.
Okay.
Now let me come to my argument. Now can I please come in, Rajdeep Sardesai? Can you take me alone on the screen?
Yes, relax.
You took the other spokespeople, you gave them
Yeah, please go ahead. Finish your point, ma'am.
Give me low on screen time.
Finish your point.
Thank you. Yes. So ask this abusive woman to please shut up. Now let me tell you something, Rajdeep.
Mind your language, Sanju Verma. Mind
Who
your
the hell are
language.
you?
Don't
Please
act
But
like a
if you carry on like this, I will have to stop you, Sanju Verma. She did not, you tell me your point. Sanju Verma, make your point without referring to Reena Gupta.
Yes.
Refer to me.
Now let me make my point. My point is this, Rajdeep. The very people who claim that democracy khatre mein hai, they fail to realize that democracy khatre mein tab thi when in 1975 on the 12th of June, the then judge of Allahabad High Court, Jagmohan, said that yes, Indira Gandhi had committed malpractices, and he said that her victory against Raj Narayan, the victory of 1971, was not bona fide. And what happened within less than a fortnight on the 25th of June 1975? Indira Gandhi imposed emergency. But unfortunately, 48 years later, it is not the Congress which is ruling, but the BJP, and the law of the land will prevail, and law of the land also applies to dynasts and entitled brats like Rahul Gandhi, who's a repeat offender. And just quickly, I will tell you 4 instances where he's out on bail.
No, give
but
me
the
one.
cases are
Give me
still-
just one.
Please let me finish, where the cases are still in trial. One in Jharkhand High Court, one in Guwahati High Court, one in Bhiwandi Court in Maharashtra, one in Mazgaon Court in Mumbai. And you know what are all these four defamation cases about?
Rahul Gandhi.
Rahul Gandhi saying RSS killed Mahatma Gandhi and Gauri Lankesh was killed by RSS. These are the kind of churlish, juvenile, reckless statements made by the dynasty who aspires to be the Prime Minister.
Okay, you made your point. You're saying
And
Rahul
the
Gandhi
funny
makes
thing is,
reckless
he's no longer a
statements.
member of Parliament.
Okay, ma'am. Now I've heard you. I've heard you. You're saying that Rahul
Now.
Gandhi's statements fit in with a pattern. Reena Gupta, you deserve, since you only came in once, I want to ask you once and for all. Are you all now going to all come together? Are we seeing the beginnings, the stirrings of an opposition alliance, or at the end of the day, each one for himself? Today, Rahul Gandhi, tomorrow it could be Kejriwal. Each one of you is involved in self-preservation.
Rajdeep, if we are talking about defamatory language, let's not forget who said 40 lakh ki girlfriend, who said goli maro, and who said Ram Jadhav ki sarkar banegi ya dash dash ki sarkar banegi. No action was taken against any of these people. It is very clear that the Prime Minister of this country is scared of the opposition. It is very clear he has nothing to show for his 7 and 8 years of governance. The country is in a very bad shape. Unemployment, inflation, all of those issues are the real issues. Adani scam is the biggest scam in the history of this country. The Prime Minister is so scared he cannot take the A of Adani.
Okay.
He is not ready to form a JPC. And
Can
these
I-
are the issues. Everything
Okay,
else.
you made
everything
that
else
point.
is
I
just
want
a
to ask.
diversion tactics and nothing else.
Okay, I want to ask though whether perhaps the BJP today needs Rahul Gandhi, this obsession with Rahul Gandhi at the moment. Manikam Tagore, are you all going to stand by your leader? Quick comment, or is it that now what next? I want to know very quickly, what next for the Congress?
Congress party will be on streets and we will be having non-violent protests, and Congress party will take it to the people the way democratic process in India has been crushed, and Modi leading from front. And every political party, whoever has been attacked on democratic way, we will work with them to defeat these communal forces.
Okay, let me leave it there. Manikam Tagore is claiming that the Congress party will hit the streets. Now, is the Congress party
You have
organizing?
losers on your screen. You have a bunch of losers on your screen.
Okay.
All these belong to parties which have lost electorally. You have a bunch of losers. Bunch of losers on your screen.
Okay.
Bunch of losers.
Okay,
Bunch
yes,
of losers.
okay, we've heard from Sanju. What is it that Sushmita you want to say? You all are a gathering of losers, she says.
you are a washing machine party.
Please keep Sanju's voice down.
And let me tell Sanju Verma ji that 33 ministers out of 78 ministers in the government of India are charged of heinous crimes. That's the BJP.
Okay, okay. I will leave it there. It's interesting that Rahul Gandhi finds himself on the center stage, like it or not. Now, how will that play out in the months ahead leading up to 2024? We don't know. But for now, clearly, the battle lines have been drawn. His disqualification in that sense has been a trigger for the political temperature to rise even ahead of the summer. I appreciate all my guests joining us. We've discussed legal and political aspects. That's all we have on the show tonight.